Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for being such an amazing community so far and for all of your support. You guys have been amazing and it's been so much fun to create content for the One Piece TCG. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel and turning on the notification bell. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of July. If we hit that goal, I'll be doing an awesome giveaway with custom One Piece cards that you won't want to miss. And so let's make it happen together, and thanks again for being awesome. Alright, so we're up against Moria first. I think I will keep this hand. I have a few pieces that I can play out early and I can search with Bonney. And so I did choose to go second because I want to play Bonney, pick up my pieces, and just get this train going. We'll definitely pick up the Basil here. He's going to be high value since he can't be removed by the Moria quite easily. And so we will play this out like that. I will choose... Oh wait, that must be a glitch. I do have to select one card to trash. I'm gonna opt to get rid of the Bonney here, and we'll let the Bonney searcher go. We're at a 4-dawn turn. We can swing 5, and then we will play out our Urush, and then we'll reset that 1-dawn as active, letting us defend ourselves from at least one of these swings is going to be coming in. Next, I think I will try to greedily play the Cavendish. That way we can set up for a kid turn the next play if it sticks. If it doesn't stick, that's fine. We can always play the Basil Hawkins out. And so I'm going to try to start swinging aggressively into his leader, knowing that on the crackback, I will be able to negate one of his swings consistently. So he did play another Perona, which is quite annoying. We will rest his other Perona. We will take this hit after, but I do want to keep all my cards here. I'm going to get rid of the Rosinante for now, and we'll take that hit. We will play the Cavendish, do a search, and then swing at the leader. And so let's do this. I will swing 6 into Perona. Oh, I meant to swing at the leader, actually. I think swing at the Perona is a mistake because he's just going to be able to recycle it one more time. But he does give me a card, so that's actually kind of cool. I don't mind that, actually. So then we will play out the Bonney. Bonnie's going to do me a search. Here... I'm going to go ahead and pick up another Bonney for the future search. And we will end it here. We're going to restand the Dawn. He's going to have to swing into my Bonney or maybe summon an Absalom or something to KO it. Else he's going to prioritize the Cavendish, which is absolutely the right call. Alright, so he's swinging right into... He's going to play out the Absalom. We will use this to rest that. We expected the Cavendish not to really stick either, so that's fine. Here, I'm going to let that Bonney... do I let it go? No, I'm going to keep that Bonney on the board because we're going to search one more time. We're going to play the Hawkins out. We're going to search. We will pick up the Bartolomeo. And we will swing 6 at the leader. And then I will end my turn, restanding 1. Next turn, we can drop Kid. And then we are in a pretty good spot. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, I'm surprised how good the Moria deck is still. It didn't get... I don't think it got anything in '07, but it still seems like a very strong deck. Just a very consistent deck still, and so... Yeah, it's cool to see that. So we will choose to rest here. We're going to rest one of his characters for sure. And do I block? Yeah, we're going to block with the Basil Hawkins. If he wants to don up and swing into it, I'm okay with it. It's fine. Here, I will take that. And we will actually just use this to rest his last character. We're going to start setting up the fortress now. We will deploy this. We will play out this. Yeah, we're just going to start swinging into his life. I feel pretty good about this setup so far. He may have an Ice Age. If that's the case, he'll be able to KO this. But then he'll have to commit quite a bit of resources to do that as well. So we'll see what he ends up doing. I kind of wish this was a Rosinante blocker instead, so that when he does try to KO, I could just tank it. It definitely is the more ideal play, and I kind of regret counting out of it earlier. But these are kind of the things that you'll learn just as you keep playing the matchups. So he does have to commit at least one more thing to KO it. I think this deck still... Unless he's playing the Navy package too, in which case... He's deciding what to do. In which case they do run like the Sakazuki, which will move to KO it. But he is not, so he's playing out probably the Suru into another Absalom. But actually he doesn't have an Absalom. He's kind of screwed actually. I don't know what his train of thought is here. It's going to force me to trash. We will trash a Bonney. We still have another Bonney. Okay, we are in a really good spot right now. We can just continue to swing into him for some pretty high numbers. I will play the Cavendish out kind of greedily. And we're just going to go into his life. We'll probably go 999. Leave the Rouge up, just in case. We'll go 9 here. Go 9 here. Okay, and then we'll pass it over to him. We still have a Dawn up. We are in a very good defensive position. I don't know what he's going to plan on doing at this point. Him not having that extra Absalom and trash really screwed him over. Let's use this to rest his Moria. And we'll just block out of this one. Now, with the rest of Donnie's commit, we can easily just keep trading in 1Ks. Now, even if he does swing 10, we can still just end up blocking with a Rouge, and this game is pretty much over. Yep. Well, that's the first game. Alright, so this is another match. We have Black Yellow Luffy. I think I will opt to go second so that he doesn't have his curve. In this matchup, I really kind of wanted to see my 9-drop Zoro. I'm just going to mulligan. Hodie's not bad in this matchup either. We're going to need him to rest his Sabos. So, yeah, we'll probably start with a search here. Try to pick up something like a Basil. Perfect. We'll pass over to him. I do feel nice about the cards that I have here. And in this matchup, I will most likely try to starve him if he doesn't take his own life. If he does, I'll most likely try to starve him if he takes his own life. If he doesn't take his life, I'm going to swing into him because he might be playing the Kuzan, the 10-drop Kuzan, which will foil a lot of our plans. So, let's see what he does. He still has 2 non-remaining. If he starts dropping like Flambeys and Makinos, then I will not swing into him. Yeah, so he's going to start taking his own life. So we are okay just going for board, and there's a Zoro. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. We'll swing here. We will play the baby 5. Just so that he's forced to attack into it, and then we can rest either himself. We will take another 2K, because that's going to be valuable in this match. And I'm just going to pass it right over to him. So here, he is choosing to swing at leader. We will rest here. I will just take this one. It's okay for now. I'm comfortable staying at this life. We will let that go. Now he plays the Luffy out, so he's going to really start aggressively taking his own life, which again we are okay with. We will just play that out and swing into Scarp. So he's sitting at 3 life. He has to be a little bit careful here because now I have 2 bodies on board. So he takes his own life with the Luffy. If he does drop another person to take his life, we can swing into him and start stripping cards out of his hand. Use this to rest his leader, and we'll take that hit. Perfect. We're having a Rouge. So we're going to be able to set up quite nicely defensively here. We have a lot of cards in hand. Great. So he took another life, and maybe he plays out a Sabo or something of the sort. But again, we are okay with this. We are just playing our own game right now. Yep, and there's a Sabo. Great. So again, we are completely okay playing our own game here. So we'll force him on his 9-Don turn to take his last life, and we can set the Zoro up for the following crackback, and then we will be in a very good spot. So let me just do some math quickly. So we're going to play out the Rouge. We're going to swing with the Cavendish and play out a Basil, and then we will be set up for a really strong board. And yeah, we are chilling here. Now I can kind of comfortably drop the Zoro the following turn, and he's going to be put into quite a predicament because we do have the Hody Jones as well. So he's probably going to try to go for this Cavendish here. Let's see what he ends up doing. He only does have 1 5 cost in the trash, but he can always, again, he has to pitch 1 for his ability, so that's not a big deal. So 10 cards in hand, so we will try to get that down. So depending who he swings with first, we will rest either this Luffy or his leader Luffy. Ideally, I would want him to swing with this Monkey D. Luffy first, and that way I can rest his leader, but we'll see. He may not fall for that. Okay, so he does KO my Arush. Just gonna play out the Sabo. And probably will end up swinging 11 into my Cavendish. I do kind of want my Cavendish to live here, and so I may opt to protect it, honestly. We'll see, though. We'll see. We will rest his Monkey D. Luffy. And you know what? This might sound crazy, but we will block and keep him up for now. We'll see what he does with his remaining Dawn. He does end up going for that. We will counter. And perfect, we have the other Hody. So I'm just going to deploy my Zoro, and then I will actually just pass over to him. So now we're set up quite nicely to actually go into his hand and go into his board. Or just go for his life, rather. My opponent is thinking probably what's the best way to keep himself up. That's very surprising. A very interesting line of play. So you just get rid of the Zoro with an Ice Age and a Luffy. He's gonna get 2 life here again. He's gonna play out 1 more Sabo. So I do think that we can go for some iteration of game here. Or strip his hand down quite a bit of cards. So he doesn't have... Okay, so he doesn't have... Very interesting. Yeah, so here... What we can do then... is we'll play out the Hody, We'll rest 2 blockers. We have another Hody, which is great. So we're gonna swing, get back to Mordon. We'll get rid of the Sabo, or he'll have to protect it. Either way, we'll be happy with whatever decision he makes. We will go 9. Let's see how he responds here. He lets it go. Look at his trash to see how many 2Ks he used. So 4 2Ks. Do we survive the crackback? We will go 7 at lead. See what he does. 2 2Ks. Alright, we'll pass the turn here. We still have 1 life left. We have a blocker left, and we have the Hody. We're feeling kind of okay. Trash one of the Morias. Maybe he still has another Moria out. Or in his hands. My opponent is thinking still. Alright, so he double plays out 2 Luffys, which makes me think... Does he have the Moria? Okay, I'm not sure why he didn't cycle the Sabos. I guess he wants to draw more cards? Very interesting line of play. Guess he does want to draw 2 more cards, but at this point, I'm not even sure what that really does for him. We'll take this hit. So he is at 9K. We still do have to rest 1 here. Alright, let's play this out. We will swing here. We will swing. Do we just go for board? 1, 2. He did get rid of both Luffy's. You can cycle it again. We can rest. 1, 2 left. Let's do that. We'll play out a blocker, and then we'll pass over to him. I'm not sure if that was the right play. I felt safer than going for his life at that point, because he still has 6 cards in hand. He did ditch one Moria. We still have 2 blockers, and one of which can't be KO'd. And so I do feel pretty good about this board state right now. I don't know what he can drop to. First, let's use the rest this, and we will give him the Rosinante blocker. Okay, so he had the. Okay, but now at least he can't. He'll have to give up more cards in hand, which makes this a much, much better go here, because I still have the 3rd Hody. So I do think this was the right call at this point. And now I think it just comes down to math. Which honestly was never my strong suits, but here we go. So we rest those 2. We will swing here. Yeah, because then we can go 9, 9, 9, 9. He'll have to have all counters in hand. Is that the right call? So 2K. We'll go 11 here because sorry, so the audio cut out at this point, but what we did is we was paying 11K at him to force him to have the 2K and the 1K to counter out, which he didn't, and so we were able to close out that game. It was a close game. I think Bonney is definitely favored in this matchup, but he was able to deal with some of my big bodies quite well, and he played it quite well as well. And so, yeah, if you guys like this sort of content, please, again, make sure to subscribe. I am trying to hit 1K subscribers by the end of July. And so, yeah, again, thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you later.